Hi guys, we've got another LED lighting video because I'm about to install some LED lights here in the lab, and I thought I'd just do some measurements, get it on camera, try and show you the difference, although it is hard to get that on video, but we'll try and get some measurements anyway. Now, I've done a previous video on this. If you haven't seen it, it'll be linked down below, and that was with Doug Ford from Doug Ford Analog Designs, where we installed some of his cool LED lights, but it's not enough. I need some more. So what I've got at the moment is my lab is actually quite dark. It's I don't have my LED lights installed at the moment. All I've got is my regular tube fluoros up there, and they're pretty new NEC quad phosphor ones at 5000 K color temperature, and well, they're not bad, but it's still, I've got two there, and it's still, and more spread around the room, it's still not enough light. So I've got remote controls for my other LED lights, so when I shoot videos, like this is fine for just hanging around the lab, but when I shoot videos, I turn on, I've got those two LED panels, which we saw in the previous video, so I can turn those on and woohoo! So this gives me nice flood-filled lights that sort of come in from different angles and from behind me and light up all the stuff on my bench, which is really quite nice. And if I do need more than that, I've also got the ones Doug manufactures in his own factory, these strip LED lights up here, so I can turn those on as well, and they're directly, two of those directly above the bench, so they just come down and light it all up. But unfortunately, so these are all 4000 K, but my fluoros are 5000 K. But I've got, see, these new LED lighting tubes from Audi. They had them on special today, so I went down, picked some up. They are 25 bucks each. You can actually get them cheaper than that on eBay, but they're, who knows what brand, who knows what quality. These are from a company called Muller Light in Germany, and they look, and sound decent quality, and they are 4000 K. So I thought I'd try them out and see if we can get some measurements so I can replace hopefully, all of the fluoro tubes in the lab with the same color temperature LED lights. And they're, I think, 36 watts in there at the moment. When we get them down, we'll check. These are only 18 watts. So they're rated for 1700 lumens each. So we'll give them a try, get some measurements here on the bench, and see if they make a difference. Anyway, it's worth a go. Let's go. Boom. Now here's the ones we're installing from Muller Light, or Mueller Light, or however you want to pronounce it. I'm sure my German viewers will correct me on that. And no, they're not made in Germany. They are made in China, but at least they're a reputable manufacturer, I believe. So they should be, fairly well spec'd and, fairly decent quality. We might even eventually crack one of these open, but I'll leave that for another video. Anyway, 1700 lumens, 18 watts, so they'll be hopefully replacing 36 watt strip fluoro. So you've got to keep that in mind, much lower energy requirements. And there we go, they reach 60% of their claimed light within 1 second, etc., etc. 30,000 hours, so they claim, and 15,000, greater than 15,000 on-off cycles. These are 4,000 K neutral white color, and LED lifetime of 30 years at around 2.7 hours per day, or so they claim. Anyway, these are rated for 230 volts. Mind you, I've got closer, like over 245 volts here in the lab, so I'm not sure how that will affect the light. I'm really on the high side here of the upper limit of the mains voltage here in Sydney in the lab. Anyway, they have a CRI of greater than 80 there, and they draw 97 milliamps at 240 volts, and they weigh 285 grams if you're into that sort of thing. And there we go, there's a energy chart. I'm not sure, probably a standardized energy chart or something like that. I'm not sure what A+ means. I haven't investigated that at all. Some sort of European Union thing, I guess, standards. And there they are, manufactured by Muller Light specifically for Audi stores to our stringent quality specifications. If you are not entirely satisfied, 60-day refund. So there you go, I can try them out for 60 days and I can return these suckers. And made in China, and that's their website, Muller Light, or Licht, DE, however you pronounce it. Sorry, that's I need to work on my German pronunciation, but these are the ones we're going to install, and they are completely frosted. Now, a lot of these are clear, but you can see that it has extra frosting on that side, but I can't see any of the leads on the PCB inside there. I can't see anything through there. So you have to install these the right way up, of course, otherwise you want the light bouncing down, otherwise it'll be bouncing up off the reflectors in the top, but I'm not sure how much of a difference that makes. But anyway, yeah, they are completely frosted. Now, I've got my light meter here, pretty much directly under my dual strip fluoros up there, and as I said, NEC quad phosphor, 36 watts, 5000 K, basically the top of the range fluoro bulbs, and I'm getting about 390 lux here on the bench. So I'll keep this in the exact same spot, and we'll replace those two 36 watt ones with two 18 watt LED 4000 K fluoro replacements and see what we get. So let's call it 390. I don't have my other LED lights on. If I do switch those on, my main LED lights, you'll notice that boom, it instantly goes up to 640 on my bench. And actually, and if I turn the other ones on above, hello, wireless, there we go, whoa, up to almost 950. There you go. So I'd be, pretty happy if I get that to jump up to, I don't know, 500 to 600. It'd be fantastic. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, now what I'm going to do is just check what my camera tells me is the white balance value from this white sheet of paper I've got here. It may not look exactly white. My camera is fixed to a fixed 4600 white balance at the moment, but let's change that. I need to stop. And you'll notice that if I set the white balance here, the camera will actually tell me what it thinks that white balance is. It should be 5000 K because that's what the NEC tubes are rated at. So if I hit set white balance, there we go. Yep, spot on. It definitely says those NEC fluoro tubes are 5000 K. And of course, when you install these, you get one of these little shorter starters. It basically just replaces your existing starter. It's got a short inside like that, and we'll explain in the previous video I've linked in exactly why and how this works. But anyway, just simply replace it. Not a problem. And I had the lights out when I was replacing this bulb, so I couldn't quite see which orientation it went in. And of course, Murphy says I get it back to front, and you can see that the light's shining up into the trough up there and reflecting back off. Yeah, oops, just need to rotate that so it points down, obviously. And just for kicks, we'll actually measure that with the light shining up into the trough and reflecting back down. There you go, 135 lux on the bench. Let's see what happens when we rotate it. We'll get significantly higher. And bingo, there you go, gone up from 135 to around about, that 190 odd figure. So don't install these upside down. And there we go. Look at that. Quite disappointed. It is less. I expected at least equivalent. Really, but no, it's not. About, let's say, 310 lux there. So it dropped from about 390 from those dual NEC quad phosphor ones at 36 watts. But hey, these are 18 watts. So I don't notice any noticeable difference in the lab here. So really, essentially, to my eyes, very equivalent in terms of light. Sure, I'm not going to be getting more, but still probably a worthwhile replacement, given that they're only 18 watts as opposed to the dual 18 watts each as opposed to 36 watts each in the other tubes. So really, probably just a worthwhile upgrade there. Plus, I also get the bonus of having the correct color light temperature as well, which we'll measure now. All right, let's set it and see what we get. We're expecting 4000 and we get 4200. Near enough when you combine it with all the other lights in the lab mixing in with these nominal 4000K LED bulbs. So that's pretty good. And just for reference, here's the NEC quad phosphor tube. As you can see, 37 watts, not 36 as I thought, 5000K, made in Japan. And we'll just check for safety of these tubes to see if they're correctly designed or not. Well, I assume they are correctly design because you can't legally import the dangerous type anymore. I won't go through the differences. We've done that in the previous video, which will be linked down below, but we expect a short only on one end. So let's take a random end. Yeah, there we go. All right, and we should not have a short on this end, and of course we don't, so that is the safe type. Beauty. So there you go. I was a little bit disappointed with those, but 1700 lumens, and I believe the NEC ones are rated for like 3700 lumens nominal output or something like that. So but really, yeah, these give slightly lower lux output actually on my bench surface itself, but probably equivalent here in the lab. I don't see a huge difference really, so probably not good enough. I have to get some more of those LED panels up there from Doug, because they're really super bright. They're like 60 watts or something each. They're fantastic. So I probably need another 2 of those over the bench, plus the 2 backlit ones on this side, so they can backlight. But these ones probably going to be quite good for the rest of the room, considering that they're the 4000K, the color temperature I need. So therefore, I'm not, mixing the 5000K NECs with the 4000K LED light. So yeah, I'll probably go replace my 37 watt tubes with these 18 watts and, well, save some energy too. Let's not get into the whole cost, benefit and payoff period and all that sort of stuff. I like them. I think they're pretty cool. So anyway, I hope you like that. Catch you next time.